I just finished watching the Chet Goldstein video where he goes and catches EDP in Bakersfield and does an interview with him, and oh my goodness, was this anticipated? For days I was anticipating this. I was like, when is this video going to drop? When is this video going to drop? Finally dropped. I watched the whole thing, and oh my goodness, this was crazier than any To Catch a Predator video I have ever seen. Um, though props for EDP for telling the truth. Though he could have lied, although he said that there was this one funny thing he said where he was like, "Oh, I drove here 20 minutes just to get a cupcake and leave." Oh boy, you're not fooling anyone. Driving 20, driving 20 minutes for a cupcake. Please. Some of the stuff he just said was just so disturbing. Um, and they asked him, "So, are you attracted to 13-year-olds?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm attracted to 13-year-olds." And he was like, "Are you attracted to 12-year-olds?" He's like, "No, I would throw up if thinking about a 12-year-old." He was asking what was the difference between a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old, which I don't understand the attraction. Like, honestly, for me, I want to go lower than 20. Like, I prefer women my age or older. I do not understand. Not even like 18 or 19. Like, I don't like girls. I like women. Like, I like grown ups. I'm attracted to maturity and intellect. That's why I don't. I honestly don't get the idea of being with a child. Like, I just don't understand that. Neither do EDP either. And some of the stuff he just said was horrific. I think my favorite thing when when there was this message where they were reading it out loud, and EDP was like, "Oh, I wanna." He said this as a message. He's like, "Oh, I wanna crawl into your room in the middle of the night and jump on you." He said, "Crawl through your window." Imagine that, a 500-pound black guy just crawling through your window. Remember that old video, Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life, where Shrek flew out the window? That's EDP. He's gonna fly into your window and just oh my goodness. That man's like what, 500, 600 pounds on a little 13-year-old girl. Moment of peace for that girl. She would have died in that. Oh my goodness. Oh, just the thought of a massive black guy just dogging a little 13. Oh my goodness, I don't even want to think about that. I don't even want to think about that. That's disgusting, man. Flaps and everything. Oh my goodness. And then oh my goodness, it was just so awkward and just so into detail. And then they were like, "So, do you have fantasies of being dominated by a 13-year-old?" And he's like, "Yeah, I have fantasies about being submissive and dominated by a 13-year-old." I'm just like, "What is this?" I had to pause the video. I didn't even know if I wanted to continue. I'm like, "What? Oh my goodness." I think I used to watch this man. Like, he's been my favorite YouTuber for like 5 years, ever since I was in high school. Me and my homie Saldor thought he was hilarious. Saldor, Devo, we were all joking and sending each other memes of EDP, and this is how it ends. I never thought in a million years I'd see EDP go out like this. And then EDP was like, "Oh, I want to tie you up in the back, and I wanted to handcuff you during the back of my car and drive off to my dungeon." I'm like, what am I listening to? This sounds. No, I was gonna say it sounds like 50 Shades of Grey, but this sounds like 50 Shades of Grey fan fiction, Twilight fan fiction, but fan fiction of that. Oh my goodness. I'm just like, what am I reading? What am I listening? Oh. And then at the end, they called the police on EDP. Sad thing, like I said, we all grew up listening or watching the man, watching his YouTube videos, his classics. But it had to be done, man. It had to be done. And he said he contacted up to 6 minors. 6. Okay, 1, okay, that might be a mistake. 2, you're terrible for that. But 6? Oh my goodness. I don't even know what more to say. Like, this is just disturbing. Disturbing. My goodness. Man, James Charles, now EDP. Who do you think is gonna get exposed next for being like a pedophile? Might be that corpse husband guy. You think he's a pedophile? I don't know. I don't even know what corpse husband is. I just seen his name pop up everywhere. He has a song Machine Gun Kelly. I don't even know what he does. I think he's like a. Is he like a Among Us streamer? Like I said, I don't know about him. I don't really watch mainstream YouTubers, but man, EDP was. He will always be one of the meme goats though, but I guess he got arrested because they called the police at the end of the video, but EDP tried to run off. Man, like I said, it was a hard thing because the guys in the videos they admitted that they were EDP fans or that one guy, and EDP was like fist bump, bro. He's like, and the guy was like, I don't fist bump people like you. EDP was like, man, all right. There's so many comments about it. Everyone has something to say about it. I'm with everyone else. I just it was hard watching this. I was interested, but it was really hard watching this. Like there were so many times I just wanted to stop watching the video, but I just knew I had to watch. I had to do everything. I had to do everything I could to finish watching it. But man, I hope the guy finds help. Um, man, EDP is arrested. I want to see his mugshot. I want to see his mugshot. And that one guy with the beard, he was hilarious. EDP was like, yeah, I messed up my life. He was like, and the guy was like, yeah, you're 600 life. And then he was reading a comment about the guy, or EDP, crawling through the window in the middle of the night. And he's like, yeah, as if he would fit. He was cold. That man had the spirit of Chris Hansen in him when he went on EDP, man. And that man was like, looks like you ate everything but the V word. I'm just like, dang. That man had the spirit of Chris Hansen inside of him. Oh my goodness. I'm new to his channel, but I know I gotta watch more. Those guys are hilarious. Those guys are hilarious. I hope EDP gets the help he wants. And if he was arrested, I would love to see his mugshot. That's what I'm waiting for. I want to see EDP's mugshot. That is gonna be amazing. Oh my goodness. Man, we're gonna miss you, EDP. Well, some of us will. I miss the old EDP. Honestly, for me, EDP has been falling off for a while, though. I miss, like, his older, like, 2016, 2017, 18, prime EDP. I don't know what happened to him after, like, 2020 and 2021. He just kind of went downhill for me, but his old stuff, prime material. Some of the greatest YouTube videos I've ever seen. Almost through hands of a 13-year-old. Period blood and robbery don't mix. Uh, Stuff I don't like. Amazing content. Top tier. I'm gonna miss that EDP, but this EDP, the pedophile of the pedophile EDP who wants to crawl through your window and suck on your toes. You talk about sucking toes. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's all I gotta say for this. Peace.